What's up, family? Getting us for a dash 20 minute lead today is Freaky Freedom Friday, my city, Chicago, December 6th, 2024. Family, real Mary McNamara's who think, lazy people are shiftless and lazy and, you know, when I say lazy people are shiftless and lazy, I didn't put no color on it because, they want to say black people and colored people in general and stuff. But I do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day. Matter of fact, I'm up all day trying to figure out how I can make sense out of nonsense. And I always find the answer and stuff either in the Bible or, flipping a book or coming up with some kind of rhyme or story. But let me tell you my hard work ethic back in the day. For those who think, I'm waiting on my golden opportunity, I already, made for myself as far as being whatever these people think I am and stuff. What did Eminem say? I am whatever you say I am. You understand what I'm saying? If I wasn't there, why would I say I am? So long story short, he went through his little adversities and stuff, and now people want to put all the pressure on me and stuff. So let me tell you how hard I worked. Okay, as a little girl, I didn't know the difference between an apple and orange at the age of 6. By the age of 8, they put some records. Back in the day, they had records, you understand what I'm saying, as far as music, 45s, 33s, and, albums, things of that nature. Um, and, you know, I got intrigued with the music and it hit me like a lightning bolt. And seemed like God just put something in me, my spirit, and I became the originator rap at the age of 8 in 1975, which means I was no longer, you know, uh, you know, not aware of certain things because I was in an environment that wanted me to flourish and stuff because they wanted to exploit me all along. Basically, they meaning people who abuse you. You understand what I'm saying, or trying to make you become something. They either abuse you and then they bring you to life or your better self or whatever and stuff, and all along you thinking you getting better and you trying to prove yourself with what the bam. So that's the path I was on, trying to prove myself, because when I didn't know the difference between an apple and an orange at the age of 6 in 1973, right there in my head, I didn't get neither one of them, the apple or the orange, because I wanted to learn as much as I could. That's the thought that hit my head when I was 6 years old and didn't know the difference between the apple and the orange. And then it seemed like God granted me my, you know, wish or desire or whatever to become wise, knowledgeable, or whatever the case. You understand what I'm saying? Because I knew in the end I was going to need to explain myself to the ones who don't want to put in the work. Okay, now with that said, I moved from foster home to foster home, foster home. People got paid off of my, you know, um, intellectual properties. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk, my brain. And at the same time was trying to, screw me to death, if that's what you want to call it. It was trying to get me one way or the other and stuff, but didn't want to pay me. Just so I knew that's what the game. I knew they was always trying to get paid and stuff. So I kept moving. That's called passing the buck. But I also kept writing and things of that nature because I knew my higher power was helping me out. Okay, now I got to a certain point in my life. I became, no longer a ward of the state. I went to live with my older sister. Allegedly, she was my sister. That's what they said. And a couple of months or whatever and stuff, and I realized she just wanted to check for me, and I ended up going to job court or whatever and becoming a nurse. But I didn't want to be a nurse. I'm self-employed. You understand? I always have taken care of myself and independent and things of that nature. And at the time, I was smoking cigarettes, and I felt like if I wasn't taking care of myself properly, I wouldn't be able to take care, people in hospitals and stuff. So once I took a picture, or someone took a picture of me with a cigarette in my mouth, I knew I didn't want to be a nurse. But I got my certificate, moved back to my sister's house, and met this so-called lady by the name of Donna Marie Evans. I knew her actually before I went to job court, and I kind of went to job court because she too was trying to just sex me to death or get some up out of me or whatever and stuff. Real talk money, help her with her son, who was 5 at the time, to grow up and take my spot like he has and stuff. Everybody has an agenda for my life, and knew who I was and was becoming, and other people was using to be what I should be right now. And of course, that's the originator of rap. Of course, they gave it to Eminem and making him think he's the king and the god and all that. Okay, long story short, I knew I couldn't stay with Donald once I got out of Job Corps, and I knew I didn't want to be no nurse and stuff. So I used to see these guys selling merchandise on the red line train in my city, Chicago. Now they sell cigarettes, alcohol, this, that, and the third and stuff. But back then we was selling general merchandise, and that's how the Dollar Tree became the Dollar Tree, because I used to sell dollar items, 6 items for $5, and it was tax free, and you get a bag and stuff with it. You understand what I'm saying? And then they parlay that into the Dollar Tree or whatever. And now the Dollar Tree ain't even the Dollar Tree no more. They got $3 items, $5 items. Just study getting over and stuff. But I also love music, so they were selling cassette tapes back in the day, and I used to, sell cassette tapes and stuff. I had to get the music from the Chinese people. The Chinese people had, bootleg cassette tapes with, artists on it, music, this, that, and the third. And I knew my passion was and is music, and I had to get the music in order to give it to my people, sell it to my people so they'll know what kind of music I like and what kind of mind frame I had. And I wasn't getting stuff that would kill people and this, that, and third. I was getting stuff that would inspire people to be their best, because that's what was selling and making my money so I can, pay my bills and this, that, and the third, and have a good life. I made a good living off of selling general merchandise and music and stuff. Now, like I said, the Chinese people had it. Then I had to get the music from the Arabs. Then I had to get the music from the DJs. I even had to get the music from the sheriff. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. The sheriff, the police, yeah. Had to get it from them and stuff. And then by the time, you know, everything was said and done, then, I was able to, and they made the money off of me from my influence and in the streets and woo out the band, and not making enough money to just retire. You understand what I'm saying? Because they was always had their hands in my pocket, the police stealing my shit, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to keep me down so they can stay up, because if I come up and realize who I am, originated rap since the age of 1975, I realize I'm worth more dead than I am alive. Of course, I already knew that, and I explained that, and I tried to, avoid it, but of course, they don't allow you to do that and stuff without killing you, I guess. I don't know. Long story short, once the tapes became CDs, you understand, I sold CDs, and I, sold the best. And once the music was changing for the worse and stuff, around 2006, after I got my GED, I realized the music wasn't the same. So I went to Best Buy and I bought a lot of original CDs. I'm talking about taxes included and all that. And, I bought everybody who I thought was, conscious and worth my money for real, not only wholesale but retail. And, I bootlegged the original, you understand what I'm saying, with a CD a duplicator or whatever and stuff. And, I gave people a good deal off of it and stuff for real. Wasn't trying to kill nobody's pockets, and just kind of trying to show my appreciation to the streets who helped raise me, if that's what you want to call it. When it is, in fact, I gave them good deals, and that, of course, everybody want a good deal, and especially if you the best at what you do. But when it's my turn, they don't want to give me the same love and appreciation back and stuff. And that's why I'm in a trap building, 6210 South Kennebuck Avenue, Chicago, North 60637, with bed bugs, roaches, and mice, and people trying to take advantage of me one last time with a program called Feather Fist. And because they gave me cancer, trying to discredit me just like they do the best Cat Williams. For example, Dave Chappelle mentioned it. Y'all know how it go. Martin Lawrence was running down the street talking about they trying to kill me. Mariah Carey took her clothes off. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the pressures they put on you when they look at you like a gold mine, or, a money grab or whatever. And because Oprah and Mavis Staples and everybody is pretty much behind the so-called secret. You understand what I'm saying? Of keeping me suppressed and not, you know, out and about. You understand what I'm saying? Where I can have my own money and get my own Mary McNamara's people around me who like me. They want to put me around people that hate me and out to get me and stuff and think, my higher power is not going to, save me like I saved them and kept them, from getting killed. Hell, if it wasn't for me being as good as I am with what I do, and that's pretty much a lot. You understand what I'm saying? They would have been dead already. But see, they don't look at the big picture until the shit hit the fan. And that's why I need people to read the scripture that I flipped to today, which was Isaiah chapter 23 and 24. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And if you're a real Mary McNamara, you know how this works. You understand? They hear, they put a camera right by my door when I first got here. Wasn't here. They just want to be nosy and stuff. They got the nerve on the 10th of this month, December, to have a Human Rights Day. They broke all my rights, violated my rights, gave me my first felony for giving my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors, plus one song away, along with 5 CDs with my voice to the sound of music. I did the same thing for the most part in 1995, but on cassette tapes, I put my voice to the sound of music on 3 cassette tapes front and back, and the Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. So, it's called created suffering that I'm going through. And I've never had more than $25,000 at one time. And the little money I spend, they think I'm supposed to give them everything I got, plus 30% of the little bit that they give me from a crazy check that I did not want in 1996. I told them I wanted, I don't want it. You understand? I want, what I'm worth and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But they said you can't get out the psych ward unless you sign off. So, I ain't crazy. So I signed off, and now they want the money back and stuff some kind of way. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm just giving people who don't know, who wasn't there growing up with me when I was out there selling merchandise, as long as Oprah was on the Oprah Winfrey Show back in the day, which was 25 years. I was in the streets just as long as she was on the show. But she has torn down her show, but had the nerve to go off the air on my birthday, which is May 25th. But she went off the air in 2011, and of course, it rained like cats and dogs, and that's why I got this saying, don't shit on me and say it's raining. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, in a nutshell, they don't want me to capitalize off of my influence and my legacy and my inheritance. A lot of people be wanting to look out for a person, but they scared they gonna lose everything. They gonna lose everything according to the Bible anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And just to prove it, I'm gonna give you another scripture and stuff, because that's what I do. Tell you the truth. This is 1 Samuel chapter 10, 10 city, my city, Chicago, 11 and 12. You see the 411, Mary J. Blige? You understand what I'm saying? Quit playing. And I was just looking at Chad Baldwin talking about Samuel Jackson talking about Chad Baldwin, Black Panther guy. So if you're really paying attention, I ain't lying. And I'll put that in the description of this video and stuff. Because, if Samuel Jackson, who was, on a substance or substance abuser, you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to flat out tell you he was a crackhead, but he was just like me. If he can make it, you understand what I'm saying? Why can't I make it? But because he played in the movie, The Negotiator, and it's all about, Social Security, and it was filmed in my city, Chicago, maybe somebody is trying to kill me for the little Social Security that I get. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't give them shit. They want 30%, just like Judas, when it came to Jesus. Sold me out for 30 pieces of silver. You understand what I'm saying? It's all biblical. But I'm still number one. You see? Get the picture? I don't got a lot to kick it. Originated rap since the age of 8, 1975. I'm sure there's a camera in here, and that's why I pray to God the news is watching, because I ain't got a lot to kick it. There go the camera right there. It wasn't here when I got here May 31st, 2017. So, if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Step your game up. Peace.